Greetings, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Breathing Bar. I'm Ahuvia, and I will be your bartender today and every day as we go deeper into exploring this linguistics called the breath, and how through the breath all was created and given form. The focus of the Breathing Bar this season is to assist others in gaining control of their breath and learning the linguistics and what it's actually communicating to you. So I've taken a few months off to kind of go within. And when I say kind of go within, there are times when I get imbalanced to the point where I just need to shut down and shut it off. Limit the external distractions and go within and begin to recalibrate, realign myself, because there's certain patterns that I see looping in my life that are not yielding the equanimity and the internal calm that I desire. So I took some time. I blessed myself and did a 10-day vipassana. I allowed myself to do a deep cleanse and detox. And I've allowed myself to begin to come into a space of just a deeper acceptance of this phenomenal etheric body that is called Ahuvia. So during this fall equinox, I was ready to come back. I was ready to dive deeper into the exploration of what the Breathing Bar is here for. So this season, we're going into heal your heart, heal your body. And we're going to delve deeply into the heart chakra, the heart. And we're going to go into patterns that we have continued to perpetuate that have brought disharmony and has stunted our creative energy in ways that we don't fully understand. But it came to me the other day, heal your heart, heal your body. And this term is a very simple term when you say it. Yeah, heal your heart, heal your body. Yet when you look at the layers, this term or the frequency of those words together meant something different to me 25 years ago, 30 years ago, than what it means to me today. The term meant something different when I was 21 to now when I'm 58. There's so many experiences and awarenesses that I've come into during those years, and through my own evolution and desire to be balanced and whole, I began to understand what it really means to heal my heart. I've done so many holistic things, lived my life in very holistic ways, yet there are still so many degenerative processes happening in my life, within my body. And I thought it was this, I thought it was that, I thought it was so many different things. But the more I studied, I realized everything is a holistic pattern or tapestry that creates whatever the condition is or whatever it's going to be. So it wasn't one thing, it wasn't 10 things. It was a thought process that allowed me to experience certain things. It was a thought process that makes me feel I have to do certain things. It was a thought process that I felt that I was supposed to or wanted to or needed to in order to, if that makes sense to you. So I sat there and I said, Ahuvia, what's in your process? There's something in your process that you're still not connecting with. It's deeper because the effects that you are trying to create somehow are not manifesting to the fullness of what you want them to. Yes, they're manifesting on many levels, because many levels I've been able to find that balance, find that grounding. But yet on those very subtle levels, the levels that only you can really feel in your body or in your mind what's coming up. It's not anything when you get to this level that is expressed to the external. The world sees you as that calm, balanced, holistic, beautiful being. Yet within yourself, it's like your dark energy. And when I say dark energy, not bad, but that energy you don't seek to deal with because it's uncomfortable. That uncomfortable energy seems to reign supreme. And so the dark energy is the more uncomfortable energy because that's how we've been raised to see it. But now it's all about finding balance in the beauty of all of it. So this season, we're going to heal your heart, heal your body. And this first week, I wanted to just delve into the heart as being a master negotiator within yourself for peace. And when I say negotiator, the heart being the fourth chakra in the energetic system, you have the first through third chakras below, and then you have the fifth through seventh chakra, I'll just say above, if we're looking at a human standing up. I knew and realized years ago that the heart was the bridge. The fourth chakra was the connector to the first and third realms and the fifth through seventh realm. That there was a fluidness and a balance that the heart created and can fuse to the grounding chakras and the more etheric chakras. So for me, the heart became the center focus because if the heart is balanced, it's powerful enough and strong enough with this electromagnetic energy to assist in bringing balance to the other areas. It's a little more difficult moving with an imbalanced heart chakra, trying to balance all these other areas. It can be done. It's a little more challenging. So with my understanding of that, I realized, okay, Huvia, there's something going on in your heart. And even though we know trauma and situations and experiences, but it was much deeper than that. It went back centuries, what was going on in my heart. Because my heart are the cells and the energy that was created through centuries. It wasn't just the moment that my parents decide to plant me in my mother's womb. Even with that, I'm a culmination of their cells, which is a culmination of more cells and more cells and more cells. So over centuries, there's been this dehumanization so that our cells are muted and just not their mutant cells. And understanding that means that they're weaker. Understanding that means that they're more stressed and have more agitation. And when you think of a life where your entire being was conditioned and created to be agitated and stressed because that was the formation of the cells through centuries of indoctrination, centuries of not being able to express our sovereign selves, centuries of not being able to live as free-flowing beings. And for me, it was just about understanding how all that affects me now. And so when I said heal the heart, heal the body, I said if my heart isn't able to find the flow and balance it needs, my cells are going to stay enraged. They're going to stay anxious. And to me, anxiety, stress, all of these are forms of rage. We many times have been taught rage to be this strong energy that just bursts up and causes you to just be irately angry, maybe wanting to be violent and going through all these things. But I've come to realize that the rage is much more subtle than that. Stress, permanent, constant stress, builds and builds and builds. That's rage. Anxiety builds and builds and builds over 10, 20, 30, 40 years. That becomes rage because you find in the simplest moments, an interaction with someone that should be simple, or a family member or a partner, all of a sudden because they didn't close the jar to the peanut butter, or because they gave you a look you didn't like, there's this rage that comes up in you. You're like, where did that come from? And so I live in that where did that come from space. And I, finally was like, okay, I shouldn't be this enraged where I got to sit here for 4 or 5 hours or a day releasing because somebody didn't put the jar on the peanut butter and I got pissed off about it. And so I'm going now to the dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Many of us have done a lot of the big work, the external work, the things that our 5 senses connected with that we go within and we work through and we use our higher senses we're coming into and our intuition to begin to work through those. Now we come to those spaces for those of us who are in a level of control, mentally and emotionally, where we do have a strong level of control, yet we need that level of control to be able to address these deeper issues within ourselves, these deeper imbalances and psychoses within ourselves. And so that's what I was taking the time to do for the last 6 months. And so this whole season, we're going to do a series of heal your heart, heal your body. And we're going to address a lot of the different things around it. So when you look at your heart, what is your heart negotiating? And when I say negotiating, I mentioned this earlier, negotiating means what comes up in your heart energy. And heart energy, those things you feel strongly about. In the physical realm, it goes immediately to the heart and then fuses out through the first, second, third chakra. What's your heart negotiating? Is it negotiating a different way of living? Is it negotiating a different job? Is it negotiating a different physical body? I mean, a partner, what is your heart negotiating? Because even though it's coming out in physical manifestations of, I want this, I want that, I want this, the negotiating is the frequency and energy that the cells and the heart is communicating to the body, because the heart has a brain, like many of you know. So that communication is going on a cellular level first. And once it goes on a cellular level and they come to some sort of agreement and negotiation, because even in our imbalances, our bodies come to different negotiations based on the information and the tools they've been given. And then it comes to our conscious mind. So if you were to sit here and just top 3 things that your heart is negotiating without thinking hard, what are they? Just write them down. Because those things have much deeper connections to your health and well-being than you know. Because many times whatever comes up first are the things that are giving you the most challenge energetically and are the most powerful. So today I wanted to kind of come into that space. It's time to go deeper and deeper. Because for those of us who truly seek to evolve into the realm of ascended masters in this realm, to be able to work with a pure consciousness, a balanced consciousness in this lifetime, these deeper realms of understanding have to be had, and much of it takes intense discipline. It takes a lot of deep meditation, which is not a part of many of our lives on a consistent deep level. I know that for me to stay grounded, I need to be at least in a meditative space for 2 hours at a time. No, I don't do 2 hours at a time. I do an hour at a time. I'll do 30 minutes at a time. But 2 hours, I haven't got to that realm yet. But I'm going and getting to that realm in this season. So we all have to have way markers and benchmarkers in our evolution, but it has to revolve around discipline intense internal discipline and the ability to communicate to your cells and your heart and your organs, which are all cells and energy. But you also have to be able to understand the language that comes back. And that's why breathing is a language. I've said that since I started the breathing part. It's a language. It's a linguistics. The breath detoxes about 70% of the toxins in the body if done on a consistent basis. So we're bringing all of this together this season and really delving deep, and because I want my deeper answers. So in this season, my transparency, I'm coming to share them with you, and hopefully you can share with me some of yours. So that's all I'm going to talk about today as we go into this fall equinox, hoping everyone is ready for the grounding, because there's those intense surges of energy, yet you still control your energy system. You still have to strengthen those loose links that allow energy just to kind of usurp and come in. It's important that you are strong enough for what your mind and body are going to have to endure with the intense frequencies coming at you. If not, it's a psychological, mental burnout. It's like burn out, but then you can burn up because your cells are not strong enough to strengthen you through this. And I experienced some of that this last year, being exposed to so many beings that were in trauma and not knowing that I didn't know that I wasn't strong enough to house the energy that they needed from me and that they gave to me. But then when I did, it took a toll on me. Physically, it took a toll on me. Mentally, of course, it took a toll because physically it took a toll. So therefore, nothing's functioning at optimum. So when I took the time to go deeper, I was like, wow, this almost killed me. Killed my spirit, killed my, death is a slow process. It could take 30 years, but 20 years, 10 years. But when you realize it, how do you respond to it? Some people push it in the back because they don't want to, but I'm not that person. So I'm like, oh, I'm dying right now. That's what's happening. I almost died when I was married. Oh, I'm dying now. That's what's happening. And so I bring it into the forefront. Like, okay, you're just kind of going down, down, down. First is mentally, emotionally, and then ultimately the physical come. So there's some serious work that I'm going to be sharing and connecting with you with, but this is the time for me. And if I'm not saying stuff that is like mad relevant for the evolution of us as sovereign energy beings, then there's no other purpose for me. So this is my offering to you all. I hope that it allows you some seeds or some nutrients along the way that can assist. And I'm thankful to be in your presence again, and I will see you all inside. Give thanks, and thanks for stopping by and spending this energetic time with me here at the Breathing Bar. Give thanks.